Alright crew, so I'm bringing her home. This is how she look out in the sunlight, man. And then once I put that buff on it, she's gonna be like glass. Sorry it's like glass, to be honest with you. Yes sir, I'm about to put it in the garage right now. Here she is. Alright, so welcome back crew. Hey, and welcome back to another video. So as you guys see, we are here back in the garage with the brand new painted cab. I painted the cab 3 days ago. It's been basically baking out in the sun. Every day I put it out in the sun, everything. So now we are here and I'm gonna try a new method of cut and buffing. So I always use a 3-step method with the 3M. You guys probably already seen it all over the internet. They got the, I believe it's a white, purple, and it's a black compound, and you do step by step by step. So they got a new, it's probably been out for maybe a year or two, I'm not sure, but they got a new compound, and it's called the Perfect Fit, I believe. And I'm gonna show you guys that in a minute. But I'm gonna let you guys see the cab here and what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna turn you guys around and I'm gonna go over everything that we're gonna accomplish today. First thing we're gonna attack is the hood. So I tell you, she turned out really good, guys, really slick. So we're gonna start with the top first. We're gonna cut and buff that. I'm gonna start out with 1200 grit sandpaper with the DA, and then we're gonna go all the way up to an 8000, and I'll show you what I use. So I have a 2000, which is that there, but I'm gonna go ahead and start out with the 1500. No, sorry, with the 1200. This is the 1200 here. Okay, and this is really thin. It's almost, I mean, you can barely tell that it's got any texture on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out with the 1200. I normally start off, I do it by hand with 1000 grit, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with the 1200 first. Then if the 1200 seems like it's cutting or like it's not doing the job, I'll go ahead and step up to the 1500. All right, and then from the 1500 I normally go to the 2000, but I'm gonna go ahead and skip the 2000 and I'm gonna go straight to the 3000. Okay, and then after the 3000, to get those scratches out, I'm gonna refine it, and basically once I get to the 8000, it's almost just like I'll be buffing it. You'll see it be like a polishing stage, and that's how you do away with the other 2 steps with the 3M compound. And this is the 3M compound that I would be using. It's the model number is 33039, and it's the perfect 1-step finishing material. Okay. And whenever you use this particular compound, you have to get this foam pad, and it's a Perfect Fit 1 foam finishing pad, and the number is 33291. It's just going back and forth and across, and I put the 1200 on back on there. Alright guys, so we basically just started doing this sanding, but I just want to show you real quick how it's supposed to look and how it's starting to look. So you see right here where it's dull, and this right here by the edge is still shiny. So what I like to do, I don't like to get too close up on this edge. So I use my other sandpaper. I have some 1000 and 2000, and I'll show you. I got like this type of sandpaper here, and I do it by hand around the edges. Okay, I do either 1000, 2000, whichever will you know, get it down good. And I do the edges here with my hand block. because I don't want to burn the edges with that roller, and plus the small edges here, I use this as well with my hand block. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a little bit more sanding, and I'll turn you guys back on once we get to the 3000 grit stage, and I'll show you how dull, because right now you can still see like the orange peel, and we want this to be all flat, like all gray. Alright, let's go ahead and try to refine some of these edges. I want to show you guys how I do my edges with this block here. I got my thumb here, so I won't go too low, so I won't burn the edges. Don't want to get too close to the edge here, because I don't want to go burn through my clear, even though I know I got 3 good heavy coats of clear on there. And then we'll wipe it off, see how that looks, see how that turned out. Got a squeegee. It just, only thing that squeegee does, it just dries it a lot faster. So I can see what I'm working with. So you can see where I didn't go up against the edge there, all the way around, so I won't burn through it. All right, crew, so we are on to the next step. We're about to start DAing it with the 3000 grit, and I just want to let you see how she's looking. See how I did around the window there. You can see where it's shiny right in here, but I do not want to get too close because I don't want to burn it on the edges. I did get down here. You can see how dull that is. It's gray, and that's what you want. There's no orange peel left in there. Now there are a few, I didn't want to go too deep. There's a few minor spots like right up in here, but I believe the you can see that good. Okay, see, I could probably get that again with a 2000, but first I'm gonna go ahead, because you can always go back. Okay, so I'm gonna see if, because I don't want to burn through any of my clear coat, which I know I got pretty clear, good clear coat on here, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my 3000, and if that does not come out, which I'm pretty sure it will, I'll go back with my 2000 and just go back over it. But you can see I didn't want to get too close here, okay, because I don't want my buffer to hit these edges. Same here, I try to do as best I can. Alright, so you guys see, got all the orange peel out of the panel. Now I do still got a few, like 3 nibs up here, and trust me, after I polish this, you would never see them. This one is one little nib there, a nib here, and a nib there. Alright, I'm not gonna keep sanding it because it eventually go away, but like I said, I'm not worried about those 3 little nibs. You will not see it once I put the polishing compound on it. But you can see how it's all gray now, gray and even, no freckles. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that 3000 grit disc on there, and let's go ahead and start the buffing. You just got to remember, damp, not wet. Right, and we just wipe this surface down, and we'll repeat the other half. Get a microfiber cloth, and we'll wipe it off. It looks excellent, and you can already see those nibs are going away. See? Those little nibs, they're going away, man. Everything's looking great. Alright, crew, so there it is, man. I mean, this is probably the best buffing. I haven't even buffed it yet. I keep saying buffing, but this is probably the best cutting that I ever did on one of my trucks. And like I said, I actually used the combined my hand sanding and also the orbital disc sanding with the Trizac. I used both of those basically together. But I tell you what, we just got through doing the 8000, and you guys see it. I mean, this is just got through not even 5 seconds ago. I wiped it down, and you can tell it's already polishing the paint. Well, basically not the paint, but the clear. So that's why it eliminates those other steps. But we're gonna see. We haven't finished yet, but this is just the first steps of what you have to do to prepare your panel so it'll look like glass. And you can already see it, that it's already starting to polish up, and it's already looking like glass. Look at that there, man. And it's dull. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's dull, but it's just so uniformity, and everything is just gray. It's like a light gray, but with a polish on it. So I don't know if you guys can see that there, and compared to no orange peel, and that's what you want. I'm very excited about it, and those little spots have disappeared. I think maybe it's, we can see a little bit there, but you will not see it once we buff it. Barely can see it. I don't know if you guys see that little spot right there. So hey, I'm not gonna show you guys everything like far as all of the buffing and cutting, but if you guys want to see how I do it, leave a comment down, and maybe I'll put some in the video. I'll put more in the video. So I hope you guys like this video. I've learned a lot. This is the first time I used that Trizac buffing pads on the 3000 and the 8000. So I normally only go up to like 3000, but if it looks good at at 2500, I stop. But I went all the way up to 8000, and it looked excellent. So I know it's going to cut down on my buffing once I use the Trizac one-step buffing compound. So anyway, if you like this video, guys, you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and write down in the description below. Don't forget to share with your buddies and your friends, guys. And also, if you really enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So like I tell everybody, guys, if you got a good cigar, a fast car, truck, smoke them if you got them, baby. CJ is out, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.